What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video, and as you can see here, I am making my realistic March Madness bracket that I really think could happen this year. I'm not going to go 100% chalk in this bracket. I am going to have a few upsets, and I'm going to be making a ESPN group, so make sure you join that, and I'm going to be doing a giveaway, so make sure you stay till the end of the video for more information on that. Let's get right into it. Going to be my realistic bracket. I'm not going to give too many specific details as I am a really big college basketball fan, but I do not know the specifics of each team. So let's just dive right into it. This first 16 seed game, I mean, obviously it's going to be Auburn winning. And this Louisville-Creighton game, I will say, for any college basketball fans, we all know Louisville should not have been an 8 seed. But I honestly think they did not get a good draw with getting Creighton. They should have been a 5 seed, honestly. But in this matchup, I'm going to take Creighton. Michigan, UC San Diego. I've heard a few things about UC San Diego saying how they could get hot, but Michigan also did just win their conference tournament. I'm honestly really 50-50 on this matchup, but since this is my realistic bracket, then I'm going to go with Michigan. Texas A&M and Yale, I'm going to go with Texas A&M. And then I think the winner of this playing game right here will be Ole Miss. Iowa State will be Lipscomb. New Mexico, Marquette. Marquette does choke every March Madness, so I'm going to take New Mexico in this matchup. And then I'm going to have Michigan State beating Bryant. Then over here, I'm going to have Duke beating American. And I personally am a huge fan of the Big 12, so I'm going to be taking Baylor in this matchup. And then Oregon and Liberty. This is my realistic bracket, so I'm going to take Oregon right here. This is going to be kind of a chalky bracket, but I'm still going to have a few upsets, so it's not too boring. Arizona, Akron. We honestly could see an upset here, but Arizona did also get to the Big 12 championship, so I'm going to be taking Arizona here. BYU, VCU. I'm taking BYU. They are one of the hottest teams in the country right now. I can't stand their three-point shooting. They make so many dang threes every game. It's honestly kind of annoying. Wisconsin, Montana. I do not like Wisconsin, especially with what I saw them do against Michigan in their championship. I'm going to be taking Wisconsin here. St. Mary's, Vanderbilt. I'm going to be going St. Mary's, and then of course Alabama. So now down to the West bracket. We're obviously going to have Florida. I'm going to have UConn beating Oklahoma, back-to-back champs. Memphis, Colorado State. I have seen a lot of people pick upsets here. I personally am going to take Memphis in this game. Maryland, Grand Canyon. I'm going to take Maryland here. And then Missouri and Drake. I am taking Drake. Drake is one of the hottest teams right now. I'm going to have Texas Tech beating UNC Wilmington. And then, of course, my Kansas Jayhawks playing against Arkansas. And I'm not happy about this matchup, but they're getting their point guard back that's been out since early January. And then one of their main players, Adu Athero, I think his name is, he is most likely going to be out for this game, which really helps. So I'm going to take Kansas in this game. And then St. John's, Omaha. I do not see an upset here, which sucks, but St. John's is going to win that game. Over here, I'm going to be taking Houston, Gonzaga, Georgia. I love this matchup, but I'm going to be taking Gonzaga. And then Clemson, McNeese. I'm going to be taking Clemson. Purdue, High Point. I'm going to take Purdue. And then I think the winner of this playing game will be Illinois. I don't really like Illinois, so we're going to go. I'm going to say Texas is going to win it because they have like 7 quad one wins, so I could see Texas making a run. Kentucky, Troy. Is Kentucky going to get upset like last year? I personally don't think so. So I'm going to be going Kentucky here. UCLA and Utah State. I'm going to be going UCLA, and then Tennessee beating Wofford. For Auburn, Creighton, I could see this game going down to the wire. Auburn has lost like 3 of their last 5, something like that. And I personally do not think Auburn's going to get too far in the tournament because, let's be real, Auburn chokes almost every year. But for this matchup, I'm going to be taking Auburn. And then Michigan, Texas A&M. I'm going to be taking Texas A&M. Iowa State, UNC. I'm going to take Iowa State in this game. They do have one of their main guards out, Gilbert. But I could see Iowa State still making a somewhat deep run. And then New Mexico, Michigan State. Michigan State has been looking nice lately, so I'm taking Michigan State. Duke, Baylor. I could see Baylor also taking this game down to the wire, but I'm going to be taking Duke, especially Cooper Flag. Dude is too nice. Oregon, Arizona. I'm going to take Arizona here. BYU, Wisconsin. I have to go BYU. They are one of the hottest teams, and I am not super hot on Wisconsin. And then with St. Mary's and Alabama, I'm going to be going with Alabama. Now we're down back in the West bracket, and I'm going to be going with Florida over UConn. And then I'm going to be going Maryland over Memphis. And then down below, I'm going to be taking Texas Tech. And as much as I want to pick KU, this is my realistic bracket. Gosh, I'm so disappointed with how our season is this year. We had the potential of being a 1 or 2 seed, but we completely blew it. The transfers did not go up to their potential. But for this matchup, I'm going to be taking St. John's, unfortunately. Over here in the Midwest bracket, I'm going to have Houston beating Gonzaga. And then I'm going to have Clemson beat Purdue. In this matchup, the 3-seed Kentucky playing against the 11-seed Texas. I'm going to have Kentucky win this game. And then down below, I'm going to have Tennessee winning. Back up in the South bracket, I'm going to have Auburn beat Texas A&M, and then I'm going to have Michigan State beating Iowa State. Then up here, Duke, Arizona. This is another matchup that could go down to the wire. I don't think Arizona is quite good enough to beat Duke, but I could honestly see this as an upset, but I'm going to be going Duke for this matchup. And then BYU, Alabama. I could see BYU winning this. If they hit at least 15, 18 threes in this game, they could very well win it, but I'm going to be going Alabama for this matchup. Down back in the West region, I'm going to have Florida beat Maryland, and then Texas Tech and St. John's. I'm going to go Texas Tech in this matchup. Back in the Midwest region, we have Houston and Clemson. I'm going to go Houston. And then Kentucky and Tennessee, I'm going to go Tennessee. Now, to go to the Final Four, we have Auburn and Michigan State. And I got Tom Izzo, Michigan State. They are extremely high. I could see them making a run. Michigan State is either going to be going to the Final Four or they're getting out in the first weekend. I don't think there's going to be an in-between for them this year, so I'm going Michigan State for my realistic bracket here. Now we have Duke and Alabama. And I am going to go with Alabama in this matchup. Down below, we have Florida and Texas Tech. And honestly, I'm going to go Florida for this matchup. And then with Houston, Tennessee, I'm going to go with Houston. And this right here is my realistic Final Four. Let me know what you guys think of this Final Four down below. Do you think this is realistic? Do you think it'll be chalky this year? Do you think we're going to see a potential 5-seed or higher in the Final Four? Again, this is my realistic bracket for what could actually happen. But for my championship, I'm going to go with Florida beating Michigan State. And then we have Alabama playing Houston. And this matchup right here is going to be insane. But I think I'm going to have to go with Houston. Now, we have 2 1-seeds in the championship. This could very well happen because I think the 1-seeds this year are extremely strong. They really are. And I did just watch Florida in their SEC championship game, and I really like how they play. But also with Houston, honestly, it depends because their big man is hurt. But if he's healthy, I honestly think they can win it all. So for this scenario, I'm going to have to go with Houston winning it all this year. They've had so many close opportunities in the past 5 years with winning it all, and I really think this year is their year if their big man is healthy, which he probably most likely will be. This is going to be a somewhat high-scoring game. I'm going to go 167, and that's my official realistic bracket for what I think could happen this year. But again, as I said in the beginning of this video, I'm going to be making a March Madness group in my Discord, so make sure you join that. And I'm going to be making an ESPN group challenge, and the winner of it, I'm going to be giving $10 to. It's free money. It's not a lot, but it's something. So if you're really interested in this, make sure you join the Discord community, hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you all in the next video.